Hello, everybody. Welcome to Read 'em and Weeb. This is episode 10 of our review and discussion of Toradora. We're going to be going over volume 10 today. If you have not read it, we implore you to do so. We are not meant as a substitute for the official release. Go read it.
Buy the goddamn manga. Every time I say that, I think of Frieza going, "Buy the fucking show!" in the Kai, Kai abridged.
I wish I could do a good Frieza.
I wish I could do a good Frieza.
I am Lord Frieza, yes. I mean, I can't do
you
Frieza.
did it once.
I know I did once. Well, I did Kui.
That's Kui.
And I'm Kui.
Well, that's because we were doing Frieza impressions and then you did Kui.
Yeah.
So that wasn't Kui.
That was not Kui. What's Kui? Kui is like this. And I'm Kui. And I can do, when I'm trying to be Kui, I'm not Kui.
Be Frieza.
I am Lord Frieza. I can't do Frieza. I have to hear Frieza.
Lord Frieza. What is it, Zarbon?
That's a really good Zarbon.
Thank you.
What
Please just hit the second tower, my lord. Stolen bit. I have
to hear what Frieza sounds like. Because there's one Frieza where
Fortnite doesn't come out for another 15 years. It's such a weird bit.
It's because
a plane just hit the second tower, my lord.
Because what's it called? Frieza, at one point, Frieza kind of sounds like this.
You meddling brats! I am going to murder you and everyone in your race! I'm so sorry. I didn't consider the consequences of my actions.
You didn't consider the neighbors being like, what the fuck?
Oh, sorry. No, they're probably not part of it.
I am Lord Frieza. I did my trunk. I think my trunks is pretty good.
I hurt my voice, David.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm crying.
Made that mistake.
My voice hurts. Anyway, the manga?
Right.
Sorry, we're still in the intro.
I'm Ryuji. Whatever, I already started. Yeah, so we're doing Toradora.
I'm Ryuji. You just did Trunks.
I'm Ryuji. You're about to learn what it's like to fight a real Super Saiyan.
Ryuji.
And I'm not talking about Toradora.
You're making me activate my Toradora. A little tiny tiger in his hand.
He has
Go,
two.
palm top tiger.
He beat Taiga, huh? Suicide moves are so funny. They are.
You have to bleep that out. The fucking TikTok does not like that one.
Well, if this is on TikTok, I don't know. Maybe it is.
Yeah, you might also have to bleep it out on YouTube.
I don't care.
A lot of true crime things have been hit for that.
That's so dumb. I hate the term unaliving has become the popular thing to do on websites.
Just bleep it.
Yeah, either bleep it. On YouTube, I get it. Every other social media platform, just say the word. Specifically for suicide. Thanks.
I said it. That's your censor sound now.
Yeah. They sounded also very similar. Very similar tones.
We're musicians. Anyway, so the manga.
Yeah.
Welcome
to welcome to the cast.
The cast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the cast. My name is Applier. You're so predictable.
My name's Marco.
Marco.
This isn't a funny bit.
This is hilarious.
Sorry, so we're gonna eventually do Toradora, but can we talk about that bit we came up with?
That I came up with? Which one did we come up with?
The gym one.
I don't remember. You're gonna have to go over it with me.
Me and Esau had Me and Esau had a bit that isn't gonna work for anything we're writing ever at all, and it doesn't even work as a stand-up bit.
So David was telling me about how some people were talking about having a boner while at the gym, and he's like, "It's normal." And
That's not what I said.
I don't know what he said.
So we were talking about some people were like, "Yeah, I get a boner when I'm at the gym, and it's embarrassing." I get the boner. So we thought,
what?
So we were like, "Hey, funny bit. Somebody getting a boner while they're working out, but it's a very light walk on the treadmill. He's just walking and he's bricked up." It's not that funny.
It was really funny when I was half asleep.
Dude, the image of it though, really funny.
And we were writing some stuff for some scripting David needed. And I don't know what I was on. That was like, hey, what about this?
Do we want to save the Rock Lee bit or do we want to save it?
I mean, that's up to you, brother.
Because we could act out the bit. It's funny.
I mean, we could do. I said what I said. You're Lee, right?
Yeah. So you know how in Naruto,
Is this really a time for Toradora?
who cares? Not a lot happens. We need to spread out the episode.
You're right. We'll pad for time.
So in Naruto, you know how like when Lee, spoiler, you know when Lee's fighting Gaara?
Exists
Yeah.
with Lee. Oops.
He's fighting Gaara and then he like has to take off his weights. And then Guy's like, all right, take off the weights. So I guess we'll take it from there.
All right. Scene. Start. This starts with Lee.
Oh man, I can't beat this guy.
All right, Lee. I think it's time. Take them off.
Like the weights?
Yes, the weights, Lee. The weights.
Oh boy. And then Kakashi's like, weights? Huh. Simple and effective. How much you haven't put on?
Well, since he can't do ninjutsu or genjutsu, we decided to focus his taijutsu. That's right. So I had him throw on a ton of weight.
That's right. 2,000 pounds.
That's 2,000 what?
On each leg.
What?
And he drops them.
This is funnier when we were talking about it.
It's funny.
Yeah, acting it out is harder with us just being recorded.
Well, I can cut it out and then just use those voice samples.
Yeah.
So do you want to do cock?
You don't want to do cock.
All right. So thanks for watching. All right. So Toradora. What are we on? Volume 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skiing.
So I enjoyed this volume a lot.
Yeah.
I really liked it. This is probably my favorite volume, actually.
I really like that Minori is still trying her best to be friendly with Ryuji.
Yeah, because she doesn't hate the guy.
Quite literally the opposite. It's implied that she really likes the guy.
Mm-hmm. Like, she's still his friend, and that's like the thing. My problem with Minori is...
In the next volume.
Can you please remind me if
In the next volume.
The ramen shop?
In the next volume.
God damn it.
I'm double checking just for you. Also, I just found the cutest, whatchamacallit. Oh, no, I lied. It's in this volume. She stabbed them all in the eye. I saw it.
I like that scene a lot. That made me laugh.
I didn't get it, but I laughed. I don't know what...
Because she was just like, don't order this. And they ordered that, and she poked them in the eye.
You say, Ikimen, I stab you. You get 3 stabs in the eye. Ikimen.
Just...
What? Where did the cute thing that I held my finger on front of? Oh, I lost it. Oh, there it is. This is the cutest panel I've ever seen.
It is a taiga.
You
It's
can't
taiga.
I don't know what the cute face mask. They predicted. I almost called it 9/11. COVID.
They predicted 9/11.
When did this one come out?
And they didn't stop it.
I mean, they told you to stop it. It came out in 2021.
Oh no, the pandemic was happening.
Oh, that adds up.
Yeah, that does add up a lot. Oh, so
They
okay,
predicted it.
because my thought process was like, these were spread out like a while. Like it took a
Well,
while.
I don't know when exactly it was published. It just says 2021 on this. Where's volume 9? You don't have it.
What's it
When
called?
is your volume 9 coming in, brother?
Dude, they told me they're like, hey, the one you ordered was damaged. We have to order you another one. It's gonna be months.
2019, 21, 2023.
God damn it.
2 years in between them.
Dude, please just release the fucking next one. So the ramen shop scene is what really kind of like annoyed me. And not annoyed me actually. It's a big thing about
He
Sorry?
really likes to draw Minori in weird outfits, in weird like shop outfits.
That's
and
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
Like
I respect it.
Yeah, no.
And by
Minori is-
he, I mean she. I think a girl writes this. I don't know who writes this.
a girl writes it. I don't
Yeah.
know who the manga like
The artist.
artist is.
Zekio.
Or like what, like who they are.
They're Zekio.
Well, I know who they are, but I don't know who they are.
Zekio. Anyway, say what you're saying while I look it up.
So the manga, like when she's in the ramen shop, and Taiga tells Ryuji like, "Hey, Minori asked like why you aren't going to the ramen shop. Like, they kind of wanted to see you." To me, I'd be like, ask him, like talk to him. Like obviously it's weird, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's obviously uncomfortable. It's obvious that because she knows she shut him down. And he's going to feel a type of way about that. So it bugs me when a character's like, hey, I wonder why he's not here. Go talk to them. And I get there'd be no conflict if that were the case. And it doesn't make it bad, but it makes it frustrating, which is a sign that I care.
There's a weird, I actually really hate, I almost called him Mitsubishi. What the fuck is his name? Kinemaro. I kind of hate Kinemaro in this entire volume, if I'm honest.
He just feels like a caricature now.
Yeah, he's too straightforward now. So in the very beginning, he's like, I didn't get a straight answer. And by he, I mean Ryuji says he doesn't get a straight answer out of Minori. He just got turned down. Leave it at that, brother. Yeah. And Ryuji he was going to leave it at that. Kinemaro was like, let's get a straight answer out of her. Walks into the girl's room. No one is there. I think they're all showering or something. Who cares? They're like, well, no one's here. And then the guys are being all weird. They're like, oh my God, I see a handkerchief. I don't know what he said. He said something weird. A blouse?
That's actually the scene on the cover when they're all in the closet.
A camisole. I see a damp towel. And then Ryuji's like, I need to clean.
Yeah, no, they were like, the girls are fucking gross.
Yeah.
Which is a really funny, because they'd expect everything to be clean in there. Yeah. They're like, girls are fucking disgusting. Which I actually like the art in the...
Oh, of them all hiding in the...
Yeah.
This is, I think, pulled from the anime, but I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it.
I'm pretty sure they all of these are just redrawn panels on the covers.
I don't believe you.
Because I feel like that shot specifically I've seen in the book.
I can tell you you're wrong. Nope, I lied. That's this one right here. They cut... Oh, no, they just moved Kinemaro closer. Okay. Taiga sees them, and so they're hiding in the closet. She's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they pull her in the closet. All the girls start having a conversation about Ryuji. Amy's like, oh, let's talk about Minori and Ryuji. Like, she knows they're in there. Which, with how fucking chess master she's acting, kind of seems like the case.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Which is interesting about her character, because she's like, all right, let's air it out. Which I think she's the worst. Yeah. She's just like the worst.
She's literally starting a fight. Not even once, but several times she's starting a fight.
But it's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But she's the worst.
Yeah. So Minori doesn't bite on the bait.
She's very
level-headed.
Yeah.
So Amy just trying to rile her up with talking about Ryuji. Amy's like, whatever, I don't care. And then like, oh, let's all forget this. And Minori's like, yep, we'll forget it. And she dies. Then they escape and whatnot.
They really show her aggressive side, which is very interesting.
Oh yeah,
because she's straight up like from the get-go, she's like, all right, bitch.
Oh, did we bring up? Oh shit, we actually missed a very important thing to talk about. Taiga gave the thing she stole from Mr. Man to Minori as a gift.
Yeah.
She said, and I quote, "It's a very important thing to me. One of my most treasured possessions, I think." And she gave it to Minori, not realizing or not knowing at the point that it was something Ryuji was supposed to give to her. I think she does realize eventually, though. She talks about it in this volume. Hopefully. Anyway, so Amy and Ryuji are talking, blah, blah, blah. I hate every conversation with Amy. She's so weird. But so she's admitting to trying to push buttons behind the scenes to make things work, and she's kind of ruining everything.
Yeah.
But it's weird to see she's more herself now than ever. What Kidomaru wanted to happen eventually happened, and she gets hit by a sleigh and dies. Oh, tragic. But jokes aside, Taiga and Minori hit her with a sleigh. She's fine. She hit a snow. Anyway, so they start fighting, like fist fighting. Minori and Amy. And I was like, what the fuck? But as they're fighting, the brooch that Minori has falls out of her pocket, and Taiga goes to grab it, and she vanishes. I feel like there's a page missing.
Because they don't show her falling.
Yeah, from what I can tell, it fell over the security fence, and she reached to grab it.
And because she's clumsy, she fell and died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next volume is actually going to be about mourning her death, which was
it's
very
actually about
interesting.
Ichigo going to the underworld to save her because he's part tiger.
What you know what's so funny about that is before you said that the Bleach theme was in my head.
Which one? Which one? I actually don't know the intro. I read the manga, man. I wasn't gonna know
ask?
any of them.
Why'd you ask?
Because I thought maybe it was the one where like it's the power up scene, like. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
Why would you think I didn't know it? I love
You're a
Bleach.
fucking
I've seen
asshole.
it. I actually have seen Bleach, by the way, all the way up to the Aizen arc.
Crazy.
It was back before I was a manga head.
You're a little baby. A little piss baby.
I was like 10.
A baby.
Yeah,
A little piss baby.
I wasn't a piss baby. Anyway, so she's lost and then a snowstorm hits and everyone's just... I feel like everyone is way too calm about this.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
Yeah, it's dark now. And they're like, we can't find her.
Yeah. Oh well. Find her in the morning. No,
Yeah.
she'll be dead by then.
So they're like, oh, they're organizing a search party. It's fine. And then Minori's like, I'm gonna go find her. And they're like, you can't. And Ryuji's like, no, we're gonna go do that, stupid.
Yeah. She's gonna die. The
Yeah.
adults at our school are very incompetent.
Yeah, and then they find the fence where she slipped. And with his hawk vision, he sees the brooch. like look at how far that is from the fence. He just sees
He
the
actually
brooch.
has observation hockey.
Yeah. And because Ryuji's the like bulkiest, he goes to slide down to find it. Wow, this was a lot farther down than he should have been able to see. They actually show him sliding down the hill to pick up the brooch. And he finds her 10 feet away from where she disappeared.
Which is very funny.
Yeah. Literally, they're like, this is where she fell. Slides down a hill. There she is. Okay.
I like this scene a lot.
Yeah, this next scene is incredibly cute. She's like delirious. Completely delirious. Allegedly.
What's so funny to me about this scene is that in his head, she's like, because she's delirious. She thinks this is
Allegedly.
she thinks
This is Kitamaro.
yeah, she thinks this is Kitamaro. It's not. It's Ryuji.
Yeah.
And so she's confessing her love to Ryuji without knowing, and then he's like listening, and he's like, no, 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 god damn it.
It's a really cute scene.
He should have dropped her and been like, oops.
I'm Ryuji. Don't call me Kitamaro again. You love me so much. How come you didn't recognize me?
Damn.
Oh, she touches the glasses and thinks it's Kitamaro.
Oh, that makes sense.
They show her tap it and she goes, oh, Kitamaru-kun?
That makes sense.
Yeah. But one of the cutest things is she prays to him, or to Kitamaru. She asks for his blessing because he's the saint of broken hearts, so she can get over him. So Kitamaru knows.
Yeah. Because that's what she talked about with him in the last one. Well, oh, that's right. He got sick. We didn't bring that up.
Who got sick?
Ryuji.
Well, yeah, it's because I didn't think anything was important.
It's a very minor plot point, but the big part is that she hung out with Kitamaru by himself, and that's what they talked about during that time.
Allegedly.
Well, she says that.
Yeah, I know, but like I like to say allegedly a lot.
Yeah. I'm talking like OJ's lawyer over here, bro.
Allegedly.
I was allegedly his lawyer. Yeah, I was there. Okay, I was there. And yeah, I was sitting right next to him, but I wasn't defending him.
It's the court of law. My job is to say objection a lot.
I go to weddings and I yell, I object. So what? Sue me.
You're actually, what? They can do that. Well, don't tell them.
I'm sorry. Just this character I've created.
Oh.
Yeah, you a hobby? Yeah, I got hobbies. I go to weddings and I yell, I object. Does that make me a bad guy? I just like to have a little fun.
It does.
Yeah, whatever.
I have fun.
Yana, I don't see the issue.
This is still OJ's court case.
Who are you? It's the Bagel Boss. You remember Bagel Boss?
No, I don't know what that is.
You know, Bagel Boss was like that guy in that little he was in the bagel shop, and he was like really small, and he's like, you like all those girls on those dating sites.
Oh, he's the manlet.
Yeah, the Bagel Boss.
I didn't know that's what they called him.
Yeah. It's like, who said that to you? Everyone on those dating sites.
Doesn't have one of his like oh no, that's at Home Depot when the sons have to take him out.
Yeah,
His son picks him up and takes him out. I think it's the same guy.
I think it's the same guy. Did I miss Bagel Boss?
Anyway, so this is the really cute scene, and she's like, I'm in love with Ryuji, and I'm like, fuck. And like in his thoughts though, he's like, I kind of wish we met under different circumstances so that way I could never let you go. Which is very cute because she actually kind of parrots that thought later where she was like, I kind of wish I was a normal person so I can fall in love normally. And he's like, hey, I kind of said that.
Mm.
And then she threw the airplane out the window.
Yeah. A big thing about, because after this whole thing, they kind of pivot a little bit. Ryuji's just not bringing it up. He's like, hey, if anyone asks, he tells Kidomaru, if anyone asks, you're the one who saved her. It wasn't me. And then he's like, okay, I guess, sure. He's a bro. Because whatever Ryuji says, like, hey, just say this. And he's like, okay, we're not going to talk about it. I don't want her to know I was there. That's just too much for me right now. And that's too much for her. Let's just not, And it's interesting because, again, we have the theme of not talking about it, Because, frankly, here's the way I see it, right? Minorin turned you down, right? Let's hypothetically talk to Ryuji. Minorin turned you down. Your friend, who you care for, be real. It's obvious that there's something there. Not only has made an effort to kind of distance herself to be more independent and fix her worst qualities, now you know for sure that there's mutually something there. Regardless if Minorin is interested, she turned you down. Fuck it, Yeah. Try it. Because if I'm thinking, again, this is a story, there needs to be drama. Hypothetically, this happens to somebody. The girl you like turns you down, but there's a girl out there who likes you and it's worth giving it a shot. Fuck the girl who turned you down.
So Harvard didn't let you in. You could still go to Cal State.
Exactly. That's not to say that other girl is like the second choice.
But she is.
She is, but like it wasn't like you were like,
you can only have second best, and that's fine. She's not as good as the other.
That's not what I'm saying.
David would say, if somebody likes you and you're desperate, just take the second girl. She likes you, man. That's all you're gonna get.
What I mean to say is, because he doesn't know that that's an option, The girl's already rejected him. Make
options out of everybody, because one of them likes you. You could just take them. They might not be your top pick, but like, hey, man, a 6 out of 10 is better than nothing.
Hey, not every team gets the first draft, baby.
In fact, only one team does.
Yeah, only one team gets the first draft. It wasn't you. What I'm trying to say is that this girl doesn't like you, right? Or she said that. She verbally told you, not interested. Let's shut it down. There's another girl who you like, who is interested in
Allegedly.
you. Have the conversation. Be open to that. Because don't hang up on that girl who's not interested.
The issue there is different, though, because the girl he allegedly likes, because let's stop being vague about it. Because Taiga knows Minori likes him.
He doesn't know that.
No, she says it to him. I know Minori likes you.
Yeah, but he can only interpret that. There's no 100%. You can only, because he's going off of, and even if that's the case, right? Sure, fuck it. He knows that. She still said, no, I don't want to entertain the thought. So don't change her mind.
The issue there stems from, well, this girl also doesn't want you like that right now. That conversation is impossible to have, and that shows in the next volume.
It's not impossible to have.
I am going to prove you wrong.
No. Hear me out. I
want to talk about a parallel before that. This parallels exactly with Kidomaru and the president. The president likes Kidomaru.
Yeah.
She turned him down for a reason. She was leaving and didn't want Kidomaru to be so strung up on her that he abandoned everything just to be with her. Because he would.
Yeah. Here's my thing. I understand that it parallels that, and I agree. But I'm
on your side.
Yes. But I'm disagreeing with what you're saying about he can't talk about it with her. And I'm going to bring that up next volume.
Okay.
But I think the circumstances are different, and I'll bring it up. I think having a one-on-one conversation in a place where she's comfortable is definitely doable.
Except that Minori is also not willing to do that. That's the thing. It's the exact same reason why Taiga's not doing it. It's the same reason why Minori's not doing it.
And if that's the case, then it's like, okay,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's why
I would argue Taiga's more willing to have that conversation. She had a moment where and what you're going to bring up in the next volume, I will disagree with, but we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
Because she has a moment where she was going to do it. She's more open to it, in the previous volume.
Taiga, right?
Taiga, in the previous volume.
Gotcha.
When she's running down the street yelling his name. Because she tells him, hey, go talk to Minorian, and then realizes, oh, I fucked up. I need to call him back now. But it's too late.
They also introduce a plot in this. Sorry, we'll talk about that when it comes up next volume. Where they have to figure out what to do with their futures.
I really like this plot line.
It's...
I think it's very relatable.
Sudden.
It is.
And that's expected, because that's just how it happens, IRL. Suddenly you're like, now choose your entire future.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed that aspect because it's very relatable.
Yeah. And the reason is, I think they're going into their last year of high school, and they have to choose like a readiness course.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about it, right, already?
Yeah, the Fuckhead Brigade or the...
Yeah, so they're a college prep school, so they're expecting you to choose a college.
First time that's been brought up.
Yeah, the only time they've been talking about.
Like, you are? Everyone here is fucking stupid.
Why did one go to America? Anyway, Ryuji's like, I just kind of want to be in the workforce. And then Taiga's like, I'm rich.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I'm rich already.
When my parents die, I'll get all of their money. She's right.
Are you going to kill your parents?
Yeah. Oh, we have a class for that.
Oh, you want to go to Assassination Classroom? Our next series. We're not doing Assassination Classroom.
Why not?
Because we already picked one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna actually read that one?
Yeah, we're doing Full Metal. I'm down to do it after.
You want to?
I mean, fuck it. We can do Assassination Classroom next.
Okay, I have to buy it then. I'm excited too. But I have no shelf space.
Yeah. We'll talk about this later.
Why not? Why? We talked about so much other shit.
Sure. We'll talk about it now. Fuck it.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Choose between Assassination Classroom and the first 11 volumes of Chainsaw Man.
By the time you see this episode, we've already started it.
No, we got 2 series in between that and now.
Oh, what I'm saying is... Whatever.
Anyway.
I was asking if you wanted to do Assassination Classroom next. No. As in before Full Metal.
Absolutely not. I don't own... I own Full Metal in full.
I own Full Metal.
Also, there's this weird keyframe. Oh, also, he brings up to his mom that he can't do college because they're poor. Mm-hmm. They are.
Again, a very sudden conversation, but very mature.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fully valid if he doesn't want to go to college.
Yeah. The thing is, his mom doesn't want him to get a job, like a part-time job, despite the fact that he likes to work. He likes to work.
Yeah, he'd be excellent as a cleaning service.
Yeah.
She'd go into business.
She refuses to let him. She gets a second job, which is expanded on a bit more later, to help send him to college. Mm. I don't think she'll get enough money for that in 1 year, but probably maybe.
Does she get the second job in this one?
I believe so. That's where he talks about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Second job. How did I find that so quickly?
I don't know. That was quick.
There it is.
Yeah.
It was also like not a text box. It was written on a note.
No, I think it's perfectly valid. Like, one, it's hard to be like, I know what I want to do, you know? And Taiga's rich.
Yeah.
So
I'd also like to point out he doesn't like have... This is actually the biggest problem with a lot of these characters. They don't have like their individual ambitions. Except for Minori.
I think for a kid, that's perfectly fine. That's structured in the real world. That's totally fine. Like, we went to college and we didn't know what the fuck we wanted to do when we got there. We had a vague idea.
So true, bestie.
Took me so long to graduate.
So true, bestie.
So I think that's perfectly fine. If anything, him being, you know, he is poor.
Yeah.
And like, for what I can understand, there's, besides Minori, we haven't seen any other characters have that issue, you know? Obviously, there's more poor kids in the school. We just don't know about them because they're not main characters. So it's interesting for Ryuji to be like, hey, like, and it's interesting that the teacher really doesn't know how to convince him because she's hearing him, but she's not listening. Like,
yeah.
Because he's like, listen, this may not be like a normal thing, but I live in a 1-parent household. I'm poor. I can't go to college. You can offer me whatever you'd like. It's just not going to work. So I just want to work. I just want to go into the workforce, help my mom.
And his mom is really against that. His mom really wants him to go to college. And the big problem I feel like is that, like, I don't want to say this the way I want to say it. Give me a sec. he always takes care of the household because she's always gone. So that's all he knows.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have really time for hobby building, passion building.
Mm-hmm.
So that's literally all he knows.
Which I'm so glad that this is happening, because this is what I talked about in episode 1,
Yeah.
where I was like, this has to lead to something. And it does. It leads to this. He doesn't have ambition.
Yeah. And
That's not true. Not he doesn't have the ambition to go to school.
I don't want to say it's the mom's fault for force. Like, it's she's a victim. They're victims of circumstance. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
The situation worked for them both, and she didn't see it as an issue.
Yeah. But the issue is now he's stuck in a spot where college is not the thing suited for what he does, what he's used to. And the fact is, they're still poor.
Yeah.
There's like nothing that they can do about that. Anyway, is there anything?
And I understand where she's coming from, you know? She's like, you can go to school. Like, because right now it doesn't seem like moving out is like something she'd even want him to do either.
Yeah.
It's like, you can go to school. Whatever you have to do, get a good job and live a better life than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's totally understandable. But I can also understand where he's coming from, where he's like, I don't have the opportunities that everyone else does. My life is different. This is what I know. This is what I want to do. Just let me do it, you know? And I think it's fair. If he doesn't want to go to school, don't force him. But also it's like, the teacher's like, we're a college prep school. But also like, there's not a single kid who was like, I don't want to go to college. You didn't run into that problem a single time?
It's probably hard to get into the school.
Probably.
Because you have to take exams to get into high schools in Japan.
That's true. And they established that he's very smart. This kind of also pretty new, because it kind of seems like an average student. But
they established that Taiga's really smart. And I went, really?
Really? That also kind of was like, huh? She's like, I'm rich.
She's right.
Kitamaru, he's like lying and saying Kitamaru saved you. And that's the big thing that we're going to talk about next episode. We appreciate you guys watching this episode of Toradora. Next episode will be the last one we're doing in this series, as there's only 11 volumes out. However, if we're continuing the show and more volumes come out, we'll definitely do more episodes. But this will be the end for now. And we'll be doing something different later.
In the end. Anyway, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I have to piss so bad.
Dude, me too.
You go second.
Go in the sink, I'll go in the toilet.